In today's episode of Perspective, our squad today, Glory, Sheriff, and Joy. Diving into the topic, free speech or just free hate? An anonymous online page began exposing people based on unverified messages. Two innocent individuals had to leave school due to false accusations. When does free speech become reckless harm?
Personally, I'll go with free speech because we all have freedom of expression. So, I believe where the free hate comes from is people's way of receiving the message. Because I could be saying something that is a fact, something that is true, but maybe it's dealing with something you've not dealt with before, maybe your insecurities or your trauma, and then you see it as I'm coming for it, and you say it's free. Meanwhile, I'm just saying something that's true. In fact, that's what I say is free speech.
Okay. Well, for me, I'd say literally everybody has right to free speech. You can say what you want. Everybody has right to freedom of speech, just like the law. But then, I would say the free speech only applies to you yourself. Because when what you are saying, your speech, is already affecting literally anyone, or it's causing harm, or I don't know how I'll put it, but like if it's already affecting someone else that's not you, it's just it. I'll call it free hate.
I mean, you could actually communicate that, but you have to consider it. Put concentration is actually what you're trying to communicate. Free speech is actually normal, and in the constitution of law, right to speak, right to so, but you have to consider. You just come outside and say anything, just talking about wow, like.
What if it's a statement of fact?
What's it be what?
It's a statement of fact. Like, if I have to say it just where I am, what makes it freedom of expression?
I don't think statement of fact. I don't even think you're supposed to use that word like.
But it is what it is.
It doesn't know that it's statement of fact. Okay, let us say I'm broke, and then we are like a group of friends, and you know that I'm broke, or you know I'm striving. It's not like I said I'm a lazy person or anything. And then, oh, you know that I'm broke.
Why come outside?
You have some. Why come outside to tell me that it's a statement of fact? It's a fact. Yes, I'm broke, but then you don't have to come out and say it. Of course, you have the right to talk, but then if your right to talk or your right to that speech is going to cause harm to me, it's going to make me feel bad about myself. No, yeah, I'm broke. Statement of fact, free speech.
But
you actually know you're broke, right?
So what should you exactly.
Of course, I know that I'm broke, but then you do not need to rub it up on my face.
I'm not probably, I'm just saying the obvious.
It says statement of fact.
It's
That was a statement of fact, but then
there's no then.
for me, I would just say it's free hate. Because that's like I said, the scenario, we are friends.
That's why I should be seen as
That's actually something.
yeah, my guy now, so I can
the way I perceive things different from the way you perceive things, the way she's going to perceive something. Do you understand? You can say, oh yes, you are broke or something like that, and I'll take it the wrong way. And I can say she's broke and she'll laugh at it.
So that means
That's why we're not the same, even to itself.
so that means it's less about me and more about we.
Well,
Example, so it's free speech.
well, it actually also falls back on the relationship you have with the person. You have to get into the. If you tell them say you don't get sense, when you tell me say I don't get sense, and I'm like never in your life don't say that to me.
Of course.
So you before you say things, before you give your free speech, which you get, before you give your free speech, consider. I'm always using the consideration. You still have to consider the relationship. Okay, you have with the person before you can share opinion. Your opinion that can also be kept.
Let me chip in another scenario where forget about the fact that we're friends. Let's just like use school. There's this variety that's always happening, like anonymous and stuff. Okay, let's say there's somebody in my department or in our department. That person is always wearing 2 clothes in a month, and you know. But then you don't know where this person is coming from. You don't know if that person is striving out to pay school fees or anything like. What's my business with school? Let me just go and learn something. Do you understand? But you have designer. Oh, glory be to God. But then this person is wearing 2 clothes. I mean, you might go in your room, plan a room and talk about it. Free speech. Oh, how can I get the way to be one clothes? Why should you let it? That's the only thing she has. Do you understand? That's understandable. Your free speech is acceptable because you're in your house. But then you are going to Anonymous, go and write, how far that glory girl, why is she always wearing 2 clothes? Do you know that that thing you are calling free speech can actually cause harm to you? Because what if Glory is someone that doesn't take things like you or that kind of thing and cause like, oh God, come and just like this. Oh, let me just, people can commit suicide because of that kind of thing. So let's just say Glory has got to kill herself because of someone that says she's broke and she doesn't wear 2 clothes. Your free speech is still valid.
A post sharing the conservative opinion on gender roles received heavy online backlash. The person behind it maintained it was simply a personal belief and not an attack. Is disagreement being silenced, or are we just redefining what's acceptable to say?
It's a personal belief. I didn't come for anybody. I just said my own. So you are receiving this the other way, so I just have my problem.
Okay, now let me say something to what you just said, right? Said belief and then acceptance of some of that. Let's say you are a Muslim, yes, and forget about the fact that, let's say you are Muslims as a girl, probably you're supposed to cover your hair, you have your tradition, maybe you're not supposed to be also that kind of stuff. And I'm a Christian, or I'm not a Christian, I'm just like some other religion, and then I'm wearing what I like, I'm opening my hair, I'm tinting my hair gold, brown, different kind of colors. And then it's your belief to, I'm not going to say, to cover yourself. That's your belief. I'm not fighting with you. But you coming out to me, or coming out or going online to say, oh, let's say I'm a celeb or something like that. I'm going to say, oh, Glory, why is she wearing this kind of clothes? What is it? It's your belief. Your belief is not applied to me. So what me I want to say is that if it's your belief, your belief is still to just you and put in your religious community. Do you understand? You don't bring it out to me and use it to attack me and say it's just belief or something.
No, but in this context, like, it wasn't directed to any person.
It's not.
I just
That's
said,
what I'm saying.
as a Christian, you're supposed to wear this, and all this. If you do this, you are wrong. As a Christian. So I didn't come to your DM and say, you're wearing this, so you're wrong.
Nobody's silencing you. There's some things that are not acceptable. Do you understand?
Why?
You don't have to come at me because I'm not what you want me to be. Do you
I
understand?
didn't comment, I just said no, my mind.
According to the context.
I didn't
According to the context you
There's some
made.
opinions.
You're
that
coming at me.
You don't have to say anything.
Do you understand?
Your
Sometimes
opinions, most of them, just keep it to yourself.
So why is it freedom?
freedom of speech, like I said earlier, applies to only you and you alone. If it's probably like you want to come and talk to self, you want to say.
So I cannot just come online and post on my status. This is what I believe. You not say it's
That's a different scenario. If you are coming according to this context, a post. Do you understand? This post received like a very heavy online backlash. So you cannot say it's just for yourself anymore. If it's involving like hundreds and thousands of people.
Okay, there also be people that are for it. So what would you say for those people?
That means they are aligning with your perspective. Do you
That
understand?
is what
That's
yours.
yours. That's what I'm saying. Everybody.
Different views.
Exactly.
Different
So we can
views.
disagree.
So you don't have to. Yes, we can disagree. We can agree.
Yes.
But trying to impose it.
No, I'm
See
not
it.
imposing.
Or you see it as a means to attack that person outside of your religion.
Very wrong.
Do you understand? If you are coming at me because I'm not covering my head, that is your religion. That one is out of your circle. It is no longer freedom of speech. You just know that this is just pure hate. You know because
Let's see it from this way. Sorry to cut you short. Let's see it from this way. What if they've been trolling this girl, this particular student in school, she gets, and they now brought up these unverified messages. Again.
how do you expect that person to show up in school? Is that your problem?
Well, you actually
That's-
are part of the people.
That's basically just
But
really.
you need to understand something that before they would have tried this, it means there are several other, things that are going on in their mind.
What if?
Mine was just a trigger, and it could have been any other thing.
Which you
Because
can
you
actually
know.
keep to yourself and not say.
But something else.
That's what I see a lot of people on social media, right? They bought shame people and stuff like that, which is actually very wrong. You can actually just scroll through the post and don't say anything, but you just go there, guy, just too fat, guy, sit big black, guy.
See,
Like,
not
it's so unnecessary.
not once, not twice. I've
It's
seen
so
like
unnecessary.
most of people committing suicide due to body shaming. You might just think that you're just joking. You just say, yeah, you're too fat. What is it? Do you understand? And this person, so you're saying that you don't know that it will trigger. You wouldn't know if it will trigger. So the best thing is just for you to keep that right, to keep it to yourself. Just say to your mind, this person is fat. Oh,
If it's that
in
one,
my mind, this person is fat.
if it's
Do you
that one,
understand?
I'm not just saying it because we always want to agree with everybody.
You can't agree with everybody. One, but two. Human beings now, you should know how to limit yourself. There are limits to things you should say.
But there's
Some things,
people
let me say,
that
think
goes-
before you talk.
Humans need to know when to stop. We all need to know when to stop, when not to say something, when to say something. But there are a lot of people out there, majority, they don't know when to stop, they don't know when to. They just keep blabbing them out, and that is wrong.
But you know, someone can be as
Even someone hold Agbalagba.
someone can be as respectful as the height of respect can go, and people still consider it an insult.
Act of respect. I do mean like being mean in a respectful way.
No, not like using that in For example, you are a Yoruba woman, I'm an Igbo woman. From where you came from, people will lie down for you. But from where I came from, you will just handshake or just greet someone of us. So, for me now, if I was in my village, that's normal. And I'm greeting you the way I would greet people normally. But you say, because I did not do value for you, so I've insulted you. How about that?
That's like a different thing entirely.
I know,
Actually,
but
yes, there are people like that though.
I know,
I've
right?
come across even Yoruba women. We all grew up in different homes. Some of us, we are Yorubas, we still kneel down. Some will just say, hey mom, hi mom, do you get? But if you do that outside, like, we don't party.
That's just like
So
I would not say like
sometimes
it's like a random thing that happens every time. That's like
It's
normal
so
thing.
similar.
that's what we
You
have
have
to
to know
agree
how
with.
how
similar to
So
this.
that
No,
people out
it
there
is not.
can see that, okay, you don't just judge on your upbringing or your own perspective. Learn to be open, be broad, learn to be vast. You
Yeah,
get
yes, it's not supposed to be
don't
one.
just limit your
This
don't
should
just
go
limit
both
your
ways for the person receiving it.
the receiver
as well
and
as-
the
exactly.
exactly.
So I think if you work on that, like, people can just
We all need to. We all actually need to.
A public comment on religion sparks outrage. A public comment on religion sparked outrage, though it was intended as satire. While some found it thought-provoking, others found it deeply offensive. Can humor or opinion cross the line into hate? And who decides where that line is?
I'm definitely going to pitch you a scenario. So this is like religion. I'm still going to just use because mainly we have the Muslim, the Christian, and the tradition. But then tradition should stay first. Let's talk about Muslim and so you still be the Muslim and I'll be the Christian. Probably like I don't know, maybe your leader is preaching to you guys. We'll be talking about like decent dresses because that's really like everything now. Talking about dresses, talking about how people should always dress well, always cover yourself and keep yourself for God, keep yourself for, whoever it is you keep it for. And then behave well, always pray 10 times a day, always do this. And then while he was preaching to you guys, he's not giving in speech, he's not like giving examples like, now look at the other religion. Those people will just open their hair, walk up and down. It's only turning to 8.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, it's just like somebody's speech. Do you understand? Just somebody's speech, but then you have already constructed it. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So, you have to construct it.
Okay. First off, two opposing religion. There's no how. When we see something, there's usually against this. So, even though it's not expressly said, like it doesn't have to say this religion is bad. But there was something that happened recently where I don't know where that stuff came, but it was a Muslim person, Muslim organization. They put it out loud on the road. Jesus is not the son of God. Jesus is the prophet. And that is their belief. So some Christians now take it as an attack.
Okay, that Jesus is not. Is he free speech?
It is, because it's their belief.
Like I said
In their
earlier.
Quran, Jesus is a prophet, not the son of God.
Like I said earlier, everybody has right to speech, free speech. But then, if you are attacking someone else in your free speech, it's It's not that free speech. You know, it's free speech. You feel like, oh yeah, you care about your friend, you want to your friend that way, you brush your mouth, it's smelly. But then, who is this kind of person you want to kill? What if this person is that person that has a very, should I say, fragile heart or fragile emotion, and then if you see inside of the thing, let's see that they actually feel bad. Maybe the person will use those mouths forever and ever because my friend has told me that I have mouth odor, I don't want to. Do you understand?
I understand.
So you have to watch your free speech.
Let
So
me
to
use
not
my-
harm the other person. That's
Exactly.
my point.
Let me use myself as an example. My friends, whenever they come to tell me something, she gets, I'm like, oh, I know this type of person. This is how this person is. I know this is how that badger is. What do you get? If you tell me, I can be like, sorry, maybe it's this one, that one. But if it's another person, I'm like, guy, are you okay? Are you normal? That's because I already know the type of person. Now, in the situation whereby I don't know this type of person, I don't know who the person is, probably a stranger, that's where kindness comes in. Be kind. Be kind with your words, kind with everything. Do you get? But people, they don't know. And it is.
So you always use it as a means
we are not
or an excuse to
enter.
be mean. To be mean. Calm down, calm down, calm down.
And it's wrong.
You know that everybody now knows that this person is always to brush with this stuff. What the difference?
Shakira.
Leave her for me.
Shakira.
Yeah, I know the brush. You don't carry her for mine before. You don't carry her for mine. You don't say that.
Maybe the person stepped on you. Like,
Do you understand? I don't find you since. Yeah, I don't know. Do you understand?
I get it.
Or probably like the
and
of
some
people
of them
that
didn't
will
wish to do. Some people don't
Because
wish to do
yes,
anything.
but
to
then
them.
if you ask that person, the person will not say it's free. It's
But so
say,
the thing
oh my
is-
god, I don't dey follow and talk.
I'm just saying the
I feel
truth. Is it not fact?
I feel like you guys
It is a
are categorizing free speech under just being brutally honest.
No.
It should be
She said
saying something you genuinely believe in the most respectful way. But some people will still see that hate.
no. Calm down.
Yes.
It depends. Your manner of
It depends.
approach. Manner of
I know
approach
get some people
matters.
say it in the most
Manner of
respectful.
approach.
Not everybody.
Manner of approach.
You speak for yourself, not speak for
Manner
everybody.
of approach matters.
See, like what she's saying
In
is
whole
like
lot.
this. Do you understand?
There's actually a
Say-
very, very thin line between it. A very thin line, but you have to be sensitive enough to it.
I understand what she's saying. Maybe I'm saying some people try as much as possible to say things in the most respectful way. But other people who are maybe insecure will see it as hate.
Do you know you can actually sense it
Okay,
If you
what
actually
it's like
communicating with the
something
person.
on Instagram.
on
It's not
Instagram?
something you can respond to.
Okay,
like,
now you've said what you want to say back, and you feel like this thing might sound a little bit rude. You can add it up. I don't need to be rude. I'm just trying to.
even if you say it.
But for me,
But that way, it's still going to
you don't want to be
soften
rude.
It's-
Scroll and pass that
it's-
post.
it's
Don't say
exactly.
anything.
rather than
Don't say anything. See, let me tell you something. I've seen a post before. I'm not going to lie. When I saw the video, this also was off about it. But I would never comment or say trash about someone. Do you understand? That's not
Take
for
your
me.
time.
It's not my business. Do you understand? But then I was scrolling to comment. I see that everybody was saying something nice. I scrolled because I knew that there's still some set of people that are they produce separately. Like their own character. That's it. Pretty big nonsense. Before 4 o'clock, please apology video. Before you know, under people, you know, some people are looking for somebody to lead the way.
Exactly.
Like I follow.
They will
You
not
understand?
understand.
So that person now might just be like, oh yeah, just give us speech. That's just free speech. Just mind your business. Know what you want to see. Before you say something, just process it. Don't just open your mouth. Wow, like what? And say something because you don't know what you are saying. And actually cause harm to that second person. You understand? So like,
Well, my own final take is not all free speech is free. Because I could say things in the respectful way. I might not even mean harm. I just want people to
Yeah,
and you can still say it the most respectful way,
You're making
and
it
it's still
work.
harm.
Exactly.
That's not
So it's either way, it's 50-50. Best thing, don't say
Don't say anything. But
Just
that's
pass.
all. Period.
it's not freedom of speech.
Freedom of speech, like I said earlier.
Freedom. You choose. You are choosing.
Envy.
You're
Exactly.
It
choosing not
applies to
choose.
yourself.
Don't just choose not
It's an
to.
individual right.
Just choose not
It's
to.
not, we're not sharing it.
So when take anything from you, choose not to. Yes, how could this feel point of mine? Bye.
That's it for today's episode of Perspective. If you loved the conversation, hit that follow button, share your own perspective, and of course share it with a friend. Join us next time as we explore another hot topic. Until then, keep your mind open because every view, no matter how different, shapes the bigger picture.